half pot. Checking back here. When he pot the river, I actually feel like it is a bluff. I feel like he can have like 6-7 here, or even like some kind of like 9-7 type of hands. We river a flush. Just gonna bet for value, or checking is fine as well. I'm actually gonna check. I don't know. I don't feel like he's calling with worse. Pocket eights. Okay, he's definitely not calling. Here I just don't see him using this sizing. If he has an 8, I don't see him using this sizing. So I am actually gonna call with ace high here. 3-betting here under the gun +1 against someone who opened 31% of the time. Seems very loose. Flat middle set. That always helps. I don't think he have that much king 10. Gonna use the larger sizing here, because he can have like a lot of like ace king, ace jack type of hands. We can just stack him. We are checking on this board, and we're gonna bump this turn and perhaps just jam. Definitely a possibility that he will call. 3-betting a little bigger here, and we are gonna just jam here. He'll have a lot of like combo drop too, and he does call with jack 8, and he gets there. I guess here we have a straight on the river. Facing a 4-bet, calling is fine. I guess we go for a call, since it is we're playing pretty deep, so that's a perfect flop for aces, and we're gonna see bet pretty big on this board with pocket tens. So we did suck out with queens versus kings, and then here he did get it in with like 15% equity, and then he did get there. So unlucky there, we lost, but we got pretty lucky here when we suck out queens versus kings. So it's pretty fair. It is a fair game. Just gonna barrel this turn, and we are definitely check raising this flop. I'll probably go for like 75. And we are checking this river. Maybe you can go for like a blocker bet, like $30. Still can get value from like pocket 9s or something. Unfortunately, he has ace high flush draw, and then gets there. And we are gonna jam this turn. So he called c-bet, called pretty big turn bet, called big c-bet on the flop, big turn bet on the big turn bet, and then gets there on the river. It's unlucky, but whatever. We did everything we could, and then we used a blocker sizing too, so jamming aces, expect. Otherwise, we'll have a pretty good session so far. And we're gonna raise this flop, and we are calling here in position with king queen suited. Cutoff versus small blind 3-bet, and we are calling here. We are just gonna call, and we are raising this turn. Betting this turn small, and then barrel the river pretty big. On this river, gonna go for double pot. We have all the nines here, and then he never has it. If he calls with ace high, gonna give it props, because that's he's likely holding. He never has any 9, he never have any 6s. We are check calling with second pair. He's a pretty tight player, so if he barrel again, we're just gonna fold. I expect us to win here. Check raising this flop. And we do take it down because he just never have any 9 and 6 here, and then most likely he has ace high. Ace high is a pretty easy call, so we have to like double pot it to make it difficult. To basically fold ace high. And then he did make the correct laydown. If he call with ace high there, we just have to give him props, obviously. That's a good call. But we can have some 9s and 6s there though. Not necessarily 6s, but tons of like 9s. 9x suited nice. Ace 9 suited, Jack 9 suited, 10 9 suited. Definitely in our range, but his range does just never have any 9. If he 4-bet, we probably jam. Just because it's regular and it's cutoff versus button, we're never folding jacks. I don't know why the poker is like so laggy today. Just like yesterday, I feel like it's due for an update or something. Kinda annoying. Once he tanks, we have the best hand. Well, actually no. I don't know why he was tanking with a lot of all-ins today in the first 20 minutes or so. Looks like a pretty volatile session. We sucked out a 20% hand and lost to a 85% favor hand. Here we are using a larger sizing. Calling a 3-bet with ace 10 suited here and check raising on this flop and then never folding. If he had overpairs, jacks plus, we just have to lose our stack against somebody who 3-bet 18% of the time. We are just not going to fold this hand, especially this board has a lot of flush draws, overcard draws. This is a perfect turn, we're just gonna ship it. He could have some jacks plus, but if he does, we just have to lose our stack. Mostly he have like overcard and like some kind of gut shot, open-ended draw or something like that. He might even call us light here, because we can have all these hands as well. Overcards and flush draw. We can have those hands as well, playing this way. So we sucked out a 20% hand, and then we lost a 85% favor hand. So I guess EV is pretty even right now. Not gonna see bet this flop. We have the ace of the club. He's tanking, so he called with a9. Oh well. See, that's why. Just feel like jamming here. We could definitely like call there, but like his range is pretty strong because we did raise from the small blind and then he just did a cold 4-bet. So I feel like he could have like some ace king suited there, might call. He might have some kings, he might have some queens. Not exactly sure like if those hands are folding. We flop the nuts, that's always nice. And here we are gonna just 3-bet. We're gonna start with a small c-bet. Not small c-bet, just small bet in general. And here we start with the check, and then he check raise us. And here we flop a set. Running pretty good. On this turn, we are gonna bet very small here. And we are just gonna call here. That is a pretty good turn. And on this river, we are check calling. He don't think he might call with ace high, but I feel like he was supposed to be bluffing. And on this turn, I feel like we are jamming is okay, but I feel like we just have to call. And we still have the nuts. That's a pretty good run out. And now we can jam. Any 7 is a straight. Should probably jam the turn, honestly. If you have like pocket king with king of diamonds here, we're not gonna stack him. I'll check him back with kings here. But we're still gonna try. I don't think he's gonna call with pocket king with king of diamonds, but if we jam the turn, he might. And not calling that much because we do block the nut flush draw. So if we like, it was better for us to have like king queen of diamond there. So at least we unblock ace of diamonds. But since we had the ace of diamond, it just like he just never had the nut flush there, nut flush draw there to call. That's why we decided to just flat the turn, just because we blocked the nut flush draw. And then obviously the river wasn't the greatest for his range. That's why he was able to just check fold. But any other river we might just stack in. And then he might just triple barrel bluff. You know, you never know. Opening queen 6 suited, a little loose. Here facing a 4-bet, interesting. With our stack, I feel like we just get it in. Calling isn't the worst either. Just gonna get it in. Hopefully he has ace king. Can we hold? No 10, no queen. Oh my god, we got sucked out again. That sucks. We are peeling this flop. Chat is super quiet today. There's nobody talking. It's kind of like abnormal. Maybe you guys are feeling the suckdown that we are enduring, but it happens. We basically we flop a straight here. Just gonna jam. There's no reason to do anything else. Oh my god, are you serious? We got sucked out again by like 10% hand. I guess it's the way we are betting the river. Not too much though. Now I'm pretty positive that we are running below EV, at least by like 1 buying or 2 buy-ins. In terms of how hard we're running, definitely running like 1 to 2 buy-ins below in my opinion. On this board, using a larger c-bet. Gets check call right away. He can have like some ace jack, pocket tens type of hands. Shall we barrel the turn? I don't think barreling the turn when the board pair is a good idea. Not the worst river, make it less likely to have a jack. Actually, we can call this bad, like it's pretty close. Checking back on this turn. This is pretty close. But what do we beat though? It'd be like king queen ace king. I guess we have to call. And he does have king queen there. Obviously, didn't happen like that. King nine suited. Feel like 3-betting is probably better. We're actually just gonna fold. It's fine. I don't know why. I don't have a good feeling about it. Check off the mid pair top kicker, and here we are gonna 4-bet and possibly get it in against this guy. It's doing that shit again. And we flop top pair, but it's not the greatest flop. He could have some king queen here, king queen suited. We will start with the check actually, and we are folding this turn. Start with the check on this board. Check calling. Another queen on the turn makes it less likely that he has a queen or he has king queen. And we can have some ace queen here as well. Just gonna check because I don't see how we're getting value from anything worse. And we are checking again, expecting to check back this turn very often. I just don't see how we're getting him to call with worse. He probably have like jacks that we beat, king jack suited. It's just unlikely. Just gonna check. He can have the same hand pretty much, and he jams. We are actually never good here, I feel like. This is a pretty easy fold. If you're less experienced and then you feel like this is a call, then you're definitely wrong, because in a 4-bet pot, like, he either have ace queen or king queen here, and he can have like pocket kings even. We are calling this river. Unfortunately, we got outkicked. It's a pretty easy fold. While we are only getting hurt by the pocket tens, but like we couldn't play our pocket tens because freaking server lagged us out. I mean, ace jack. This sizing is a little bit too big. We're actually just gonna fold. We are gonna use like super small c-bet because we blocked top of his range super hard. So just gonna use like a mid-bet almost. And then we did induce him to bluff. That's always nice. Definitely just calling here, not gonna do anything. Just gonna take a few seconds, so pretending like we are having a hard time. And we still have the nuts. Not the nuts anymore, like we lose to 4-5, but I don't think he would check raise with 4-5 there. Maybe he would. I don't know, but we are just gonna call here. And it just gets progressively worse, but we are gonna call a river bet. And set over set, sucks for him. I guess it wouldn't matter what we do against a good regular, because he knows that we don't have that many 10 in our range, but he can have some 10s, like jack 10 suited, queen 10 suited, 10-9 suited. So checking on this board is totally fine. We'll do that with our aces, with our kings, with our queens. Checking the flop is very standard, and he should know that. Versus just use like small c-bet size, we could easily be raised. And if he calls, it's gonna put us in a pretty difficult situation. On this turn, we're gonna bet a little bit. Facing the squeeze, we are pretty deep, so I don't think we can fold pocket tens here. Did he call us? I didn't even notice. Did he call us on the river? He folded. That sucks, but we tried. We're gonna call, and then hopefully we can flop a set and stacking 200 big blind deep. That would be pretty nice. This is definitely not a flop we want to see, especially without the 10 of spades. However, it might not be the greatest for him as well. So we are not gonna fold to a small c-bet yet. We can even like putting a little bit of raise to put some pressure on him. But if he had like ace king with like ace of spade, king of spade, or if he has like a pocket pair like jacks plus with a spade, then he's obviously never folding. I guess we just call and play in position, because we do have some sets on this board, and then we turn top sets, but the 4 spades get there, so I'm not sure how happy we should be. We are checking back on this flop. And we are 4-betting with ace queen. Don't mind a fold once in a while too. Actually gonna fold against a pretty decent regular. And on the turn, we do have a nine of clubs, so I guess we call once. On this turn though, like we cannot really fold because we do have some outs, even if he had a flush already. Just gonna call and hopefully the board paired. He sucked out. That happens. Amensador, welcome to the stream. Thanks for follow, buddy. Gonna call. And he might give up if he doesn't have a spade, so we'll see. Small c-bet on this board. And we are peeling a flop in position. When he bet the river, he almost always have to have it. I just don't see a reason why he bet the flop if he, you know, doesn't have a spade, like let's say like ace king or something, or like even pocket jack. If he had like pocket jack or something, he's like without a spade, he's not gonna barrel this river. So I feel like we're beat here, just gonna fold. It kind of sucks because if the river paired, I feel like we're gonna stack him. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. And then unfortunately, that the turn has to be 10 of spades. So we kind of have to like peel the river. Yeah, he's never bluffing here. Pocket nice. We can actually fold here. It's a little bit unfortunate, but really nothing we can do there. He's definitely not triple barrel bluffing there on that kind of board when we race under the gun and call his 3-bet and call like 2 streets. I mean, you could easily have the nuts there, like ace king with the ace of spades. We could easily have those hands, so he's not gonna like just like random triple barreling because like we have all the nutty hand in our range. Raise 3-bet and then the cold call in the blind. And he decided to call. He probably has like some kind of pocket pairs, hopefully not pocket fours, mostly like middle pocket pairs. On this board we are actually, because we're a little deeper, so I feel like we're gonna size up a little bit, like maybe like a little overhead pot, I think is right. He can have some ace as well. Checking back on this turn when we pair the king. Deuce is irrelevant. And we do pick up the pot. If ACR works, if you do, let me know. So I will start making like our daily stream highlight, similarly to the video I'm going to upload. So just let me know in the comment below that if you like to see something like that, then I'll be happy to start doing some daily stream highlight as well. On this, we're definitely 3-betting here. Probably gonna use a larger sizing too because we are playing a little deeper. And here with the queen, I feel like we have to bet. Peeling with 3s. Facing a mid 4-bet. Ace queen suited. I feel like we're mandatory to see a flop. It would be pretty scary out of position, but we are gonna go for it. And flopping an ace is like when we flop an ace, they can have ace king. When we flop a queen, they can have kings plus. But it can be the other way around too, right? When we flop an ace, he can have kings and queens. When we flop a queen, they can have ace king. So this is kind of like something like you know, like it's in the middle. Like we never know like where we really stand. We could outflop then. We could, you know, flop like something that's gonna trap us. But just gonna go check call, and then depending on how big he bet on the turn, and I'll decide what to do. Hopefully he just checks back though. I'll be happy to just take down the pot against like kings or something, or even queens. He could have aces, he could have like ace king, but I don't think we can fold just yet. And just gonna check, and if he shove, we are folding. And here, peeling with 6s. Hopefully he just checks back though. He shoot with the ace king, but You never know how people play. He could have aces and just jam here. He does go for the jam. Ugh, this is pretty difficult, but I feel like we have to fold. Can he be bluffing here? Very, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Because we play ace king exactly the same way. What bluff does he have here though? Like king, queen of diamonds? King, queen of diamond shouldn't be 4-betting. Ugh, this is pretty close, but I feel like we have to fold. Yeah, because we have tons of ace king there. In order for him to just bet, like it's just unlikely that he's bluffing with air. I mean, maybe he would. I mean, I would do it sometimes in that situation, but I don't think that player is capable of doing it because from what I remember, he is pretty tight. 3-betting with king queen off against a cutoff open and facing 4-bet in this board. Pretty large sizing too. We can actually consider just fold here. Cause we flop an ace or king, we can still be like drawing pretty bad. Especially this guy open 15% of the time. deep. Suited would definitely PO flop. I feel like we are folding here. Just against a tight player under the gun range, and then he did 4-bet. So on this board, if you're like some backdoor, probably like PO. Against this player, I'm just gonna fold because I feel like he has tons of overpair. Doesn't seem like someone who's gonna 3-bet light. Flop second pair, pretty good flop for our raising range. Just gonna c-bet small. And here facing a 3-bet, we're gonna go for a 4-bet and fold to a jam. This is almost like a 4-bet bluff. We do block aces, ace king, pocket jacks, pocket aces, and we do take it down. On this board, we are most likely using a larger sizing. Just gonna pot it almost. And we're playing a flop with 10-9 suited, obviously. Oh, he does call. That is a little bit surprising. Since we don't pick up any additional equity on the turn, this should be a check back. We turn a flush draw and then we still have second pair. Gonna start betting like half pot. Checking back here. When he pot the river, I actually feel like it is a bluff. I feel like he can have like 6-7 here, or even like some kind of like 9-7 type of hands. We river a flush. Just gonna bet for value, or checking is fine as well. I'm actually gonna check. I don't know. I don't feel like he's calling with worse. Pocket eights. Okay, he's definitely not calling. Here I just don't see him using this sizing. If he has an 8, I don't see him using this sizing. So I am actually gonna call with ace high here. And we do pick up the best hand. Just feel like he has some kind of draw there. If he has an 8, he's gonna bet like a little less. Like pop bet that river when he has tons of 8 and then we have no 8 in our range. Just makes absolutely no sense, because a lot of time we just have ace high there, or like small pocket pairs. Like why would he bet like pot size if he has an 8, right? So when he used that sizing, I just feel like he's bluffing. And then glad we were right, and then it's a pretty good call with ace high. Not the hardest call, but still feels pretty good. Previous player was probably preferred this way. Like even up until this day, I'm still watching like some streamers, just because it's always room to improve. See, like now we're lagging, like I can't do anything. Like it's so frustrating. Probably gonna wrap up the session really quick because of the lag issue. Just super annoying. Turn a gut shot, we can barrel, most likely barreling this turn. And gonna overbet it. Here we start with the check. We're checking a lot of our aces and kings, checking a lot of queens as well. When he bet 18, we can go for check raise, I guess. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on him. And with his stack sizing, we're just gonna risk 55, and then he has to jam. If he has like, so when we check raise 55 here, he has to make a decision. If he has like pocket jacks, do I really want to jam $180? And then we could easily have like aces, kings, and queens here. So this check raise is gonna put like a lot of pressure on him. And then if he jam, it's an easy fold for us. But at the same time, like if he okay, he calls. So if he had like jacks here, it's gonna be like pretty difficult. Like a queen on the turn, we're gonna ship it. And then what is he gonna do with pocket jacks? Probably fold, right? And then we turn the nuts here. Just gonna use like a super small sizing actually. And then we're gonna size up the riverbed. Like if he had pocket jacks there, he should probably just fold to the check raise on the flop, because we have tons of queens plus in our range. So by check raising, we're risking 55 bucks. But for him, he's risking like $180. Because if he has jacks here, he pretty much has to like commit to the pot. And then he could easily be drawing to 2 outers against queens plus. However, for us, we have all the queens plus in our range. And then when we check raising, we are only risking $55 versus him have to risk $180. Does that make sense? And then if we get the turn like this, and then we can ship it, or if it's like any king or queen on turn, we can ship it. And then he's gonna be put in a very difficult situation with pocket jacks or pocket 10. And this is exactly where he is right now. And he probably have to call, like, because pot is 150 and then he only had 126 left. He should be calling with jacks or 10s here, but he's tanking because he's bad. If I'm him and I decide to go for a call, if I decide to bet the flop, like I'm probably just jamming versus the check raise because I'm never folding jacks. But instead, like he just made the terrible play. Oh, it's actually not that bad. We are it's almost like break even, only down $47 while our EV is like 380. So we did run like 2 buy-ins below EV, which is standard, felt that way. So definitely not.